Okay, Coach. Well, from a place that's officially been recognized as the loudest venue in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium right here in Kansas City. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Buffalo Bills and the Kansas City Chiefs. This fielded at the 2. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Let's go! On the ready.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
The
first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Dante Hightower on the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Give them 14 on that one and a first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
A 6-yard pickup on the ground that time, and that'll make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
Watch the screen, watch the screen.
They'll drop to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. Past the 20. Give them 35 yards there on the 3rd down conversion.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
They'll look to throw here. This one to the left to Higbee. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Corey Davis. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs take it right down and score on the opening drive. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Hey, hold on. Hey, 50 the mic, 50 the mic. Come on, boy. You better be ready. Don't be scared of it. Hey, tight. Crash. 50's the mic. 50's the mic. Chris don't travel. He's crashing. Get down.
On the ground, this is T.J. Yeldon. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Slam.
On 2nd down, here's Yeldon. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. A gain of 13, it's a first down. Couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
Check, 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 check. Check, check, check.
A first down carry now for Yeldon. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Brings up 2nd and a yard at the Chiefs' 46-yard line.
25, check 25, check 25. Sub. Check 24. Begin.
Now T.J. Yeldon. Well, he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
Tighten up. Hey, Alpha. Check safety. Alert.
They go with White on the counter. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the Chiefs' 32-yard line.
5 wide. We got 3. All 52. Kill. Turn.
Now it's Yeldon running right. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
Any day. 29 is a must. Hey, they're scared.
On 3rd and long, it's Allen. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. After 7-0 on EA Sports. The Bills with a football as we start quarter number 2, as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Check. Lucky.
Now it's Yeldon. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Rashaan Evans out of Alabama had the tackle defensively. If you're going to run against this unit, especially down here, just beware. I mean, they're the top rushing defense in the league.
Yeah, and then they go ahead and they double down with the whole thing because you think, okay, let's throw the ball. Oh, yeah, that's right. They defend the pass pretty well, too. Very difficult task right now.
Nice, team 6. Quarterback, D-line. Get that quarterback, D-line. D-line, get that quarterback. Slam.
This is Yeldon. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Here we go. 58, boys, 58, Mike.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So, yes, it's only 3, but at least they're able to answer back after giving up the touchdown to start the year.
Yeah, I like the observation there because getting some points on the board, very positive for them. Feel a little bit better about things because if you don't score, you potentially have opened the door for them to score again, and then you're down 14.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number one goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number two goal is win your division. Number three goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. He's got the first down and more past midfield. He gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs first down. So first and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 48-yard line. Now Saquon Barkley. The corner, Stephon Gilmore on the stop.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
At the 44-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6.
Let him know, let him know.
Now they'll run on the draw. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit, thanking them for that much space to rumble.
And a short gain down to about the 33. Give him a couple on the carry there. Second and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Yeah, that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35.
A loss of 2 brings up third and 10.
2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. On third down, he'll drop to throw. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. A pickup of 24 on the third down conversion.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball in the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. They'll set up the throw. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. Corey Davis with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 11. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
The Bills take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive's going to go a long way towards telling us whether they actually have a chance to come all the way back in this game or not.
The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go. Watch that, watch that, watch that. Check 99. Check alert. Stop. I got him. He's mine. Let's go, Mike.
Hey, Zoo.
Hey, hold. All 52. Check nickel.
They'll try the right side here with Yelder. Trying to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, baby.
Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. On third down, a run from White. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Oh, he's going to go ahead and field it from the 3-yard line. He'll be hard-pressed to match that one. That a 65-yard punt. And the Chiefs are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Now the question, what do you do here? Time's not really an issue. You got over a minute, but you figure from this spot you'd need a good 50, 60 yards to even consider a field goal try.
Yeah, so there's optimism there, but there's also a little bit of restraint, right? You got to make sure you don't take a sack here. Don't end up in the end zone. Ball gets stripped. You could give up 2 points in that occasion, or maybe even 6 if you can't get on it and recover it yourself. So make sure you protect the guy throwing the football if indeed that's the plan of attack.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
You draw corker.
2nd and 4. And Davis has it over the middle. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. 16 yards, a 1st down.
Ready? Right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Hey, defense, let's go. Five.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, ready for the start of the 3rd quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football.
We got work.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the 2nd half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the 2nd half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them.
58, Mike. Record.
Allen again here on 2nd and 10. Man open, that's Ray McLeod. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
And the Bills' 1st down.
Mike 29. Watch the pass. Shift.
1st down, here's White. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 48-yard line.
Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Now a first carry for their fullback. And he'll get it down here to the 43. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Well, not a lot of flash and dash on that play. 2nd and 2, and they hand it to the big man, and he ends up picking up a first down. A little bit of gray area there, though, but I think what they thought, hey, we hand it to him here. If we come back and don't get it, we still got another down to try and pick it up.
Double up, double up. He's coming, double up. Watch the ship, watch the ship. Hey.
They'll run on first down. White. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Hey, watch the ball, watch the ball.
They keep it on the ground. White again. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass, but in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. The Bills passing game getting them down the field. They've got another first down. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Here's Grant. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Here we go, here we go.
Hey, high 7.
58, boy, 58, Mike. I know he ain't got it. 58.
On 2nd and 9, Allen. That's caught by Brown for a Bills touchdown. John Brown, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. So Allen breaks the huddle, and his guys will go for 2 here.
Motion. Mike's 50, Mike's 50, Mike's 50. I don't think you got it, son.
Now Allen. And he's going to be swallowed up and taken down. Sacked back at the 5-yard line. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. This is taken at the 3. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. They'll run it again with Barkley. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he'll get this all the way up to the 42-yard line. 16 yards of first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop him. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll run with Barkley. And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old-school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. 2nd and 9 now. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. He needed a yard. That's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs. They keep it with Barkley on first down. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
60 yards.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 18.
On second down, here's Barkley. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Well, that looked like an example of what you said back in the first half. A running back of his size can really wear down a defense. I think he's starting to do that.
I think you're exactly right. And know what else he's doing? He's inspiring the rest of his team because they see this starting to happen as well. So that means they're going to redouble their efforts to help him out. Extra blocking, getting downfield, helping him out.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Corey Davis, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss it? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head and not be able to believe it. And he's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. Corey Davis there to make the grab. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that. Truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
56.
They'll start out on the ground. It's T.J. Yeldon. A gain of 3, 2nd down. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
I'm here, my friend. Watch the safety creep. He's coming. We got double up. Check 3. Kill.
Again, it's Yeldon. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they keep handing it to him.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Well, look at the clock. You're down 2 scores. Have to go for this, don't you?
And they thought that as soon as they took over possession. It didn't matter where they were on the field. They were always going to be in 4-down territory. Backed up, in good situation, it didn't matter. So they've been preparing for that on their play sheet the entire time.
The Bills send the punter out as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the number one thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action, now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. He would have kept it on the ground.
They'll go to Barkley again. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
And this is an absolutely big third down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big third down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. Now, this is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
A first down carry for Barkley. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. A loss of 2 there, second down.
Partner, I know my grade school teachers never would believe this, but I can absorb a lesson. I think there's a lesson in this one. He's having a great day running the football, but occasionally they're going to find a way to stop you, aren't they?
Yeah, this time the defense stepped up in what's been so far a tough game for them. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Jerry Hughes drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. Here's Lachlan Edwards now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go ahead and run out the clock, shake hands, congratulations, and move on. Because now, you're not going to make up for what's happened during the game in this last sequence.
We'll see what they do here in this last sequence.
At the 31-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Here we go. Good dance. Come. Pass. Switch it. Come on, switch it.
They'll run it again with Yeldon. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock.
Ready.
The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And they're out of timeouts, remember, so this is going to have to be a delay.
Let's go.
Now the offensive penalty has us back where we started as they come up on a 1st and 10. That'll make it 1st and 15. So this one in the win column for Kansas City. And you look back over this.